Good morning, Zeeland West High School. Can you turn that up? Hold on one second. We're going to turn up the microphone so I don't have to yell. But if I could get your attention, especially seniors, focused over here, that would be great. I just really want to take the opportunity to thank all of you for showing up to celebrate the accomplishments we're going to share with you today. But in addition, I want to thank all of you for a fantastic start of the year. 3 months ago, we sat in this gym and encouraged all of you to get involved and to be a part of something and to buy into the culture that we want to have here at Zeeland West. And you guys have done that in an outstanding way. So thank you all very much for that. You should give yourselves a round of applause for that. That's awesome. And to acknowledge that, we are going to hand out some gift cards and some TVs and a Bose speaker later today. But we're going to do some other honoring before that. But to kind of test my theory, I want to do something really quick. If I'm going to start naming off some clubs and some activities and some sporting events and also some other things, and if you've been a part of those, I want you to stand up, okay? So if you were involved in any sport or athletic activity this year, please stand up. And this year, and remain standing. No, remain standing, don't cheer. Sorry, bad instructions. If you were part of an extracurricular club, like robotics or anything like that, stand up. No, everybody keep standing, everybody keep standing. Sorry. If you're part of robotics or any other club we have on campus, Fish Hawks, please keep standing. If you are part of any performing arts, please stand up. That's band, orchestra, choir, dance. So what this speaks to is the majority of us in this gym are standing, and I want to thank all of you. Oh, I forgot one thing. If you attended any events, you weren't a part of it. If you attended a football game, a dance concert, the theater, anything like that, stand up. So what this speaks to is our overall involvement of a campus, and I want to thank all of you for getting involved and being a part of something. That means a lot. We have about 80% of us, just by looking at it, being part of something. So thank you very much. I really appreciate that. You may sit back down now. That was bad instruction. And with that, none of the successes that we're going to celebrate today would be possible without the support of, obviously, our coaching staffs, our teachers, administration. But there's a special group here. I won't name them by name, but our Board of Administration, our school board is up on the track. They are responsible for all the opportunities you guys have throughout the year. So if you could give them a round of applause. And just thank them for everything that they give you the opportunity to be a part of. I think that's it for right now for me. But I really, guys, want you to enjoy this celebration and just really honor the accomplishments we have in front of us at this time. I want to invite Mr. Batari up to talk about the band. The band is one of the top 4 wind ensemble bands in the state. It's a very prestigious honor that, have we ever had that before, Mr. Batari? That's something that Zeeland has never accomplished, so we're really proud of them. Thank you, band, for all that you've done, and we're really proud of you guys, and I'll turn it over to Mr. Batari. Yeah.
Thank you. Like Mr. Spayman said, our wind ensemble this year is selected as one of the top 4 in the state, so it's a super prestigious honor. We'll be performing at our state conference, which will be open for you to attend if you miss a certain Friday of school. I'll send that out in an email later. But today we've got a treat in about 2/3 of our marching band are sitting back there. And we're going to perform the opener to our halftime show that we performed this year. The end of our season was a performance at the Granville Invitational, and they won Best Music at Granville. So you're going to hear some really good music right now. Without further ado, we'll get our soloists set up front. And I believe in this one we have 3 soloists. Seth, holding up his trumpet right now. That's Seth Miller, and then Tyler Anderson on trumpet. And then Sierra, you're a soloist on color guard, right? There we go. So we have 3 soloists. Players here, you're in a bad spot in that you're going to get your ears blown off. But if you want to turn around and face, this one's for you. Thank you, folks. This is the opener to our halftime show.
Wow, that was impressive. Congrats to Mr. Batari and the band on their wonderful accomplishments so far this year. As we gather today, I want to highlight some athletic things, some exciting things that have happened lately, but before I do that, I also want to acknowledge how incredible this fall has been for all of our athletic teams. And obviously there's been some incredible wins and some tough losses, but through it all, just so impressed with how we are represented day in and day out the West Way. So thanks to everyone for an incredible start to the school year and an incredible fall. I want to highlight two groups today specifically. First off, I'm going to ask Maddie Ensing to come and stand up next to me here on the stage. Maddie is a state championship swimmer. And for those of you that don't know what it takes to get to that level in any sport or activity, it's something else. Maddie shows dedication to her time. She shows sacrifice. She shows commitment to what she eats and how she trains, and it's just incredible. Standing on top of the podium on that Saturday was just a testament to all the work you put in. She went in on to the prelims not ranked first in either event that she ended up winning, and even coming into the finals on Saturday, she was not seeded first, but she got up on the blocks on Saturday and finished first in both the 50 and 100-yard freestyle, which is just an incredible accomplishment. She's our first state championship on the girls' side since 2015. So join me in a huge round of applause for Maddie, two-time state champion. I'd like to now turn our attention to another extraordinary accomplishment, our state champion Zeeland West football team. All year, but specifically the last 5 weeks, you guys have been pretty inspiring for this community. From the first whistle in August to the buzzer at Ford Field, you guys showed us what it means to persevere. You showed us what it means to represent Zeeland West with class, and you showed us what it means to rally a community around you guys. The most fun part for me as an athletic director is to see what a run like the last 5 weeks does to the community and the groups that get involved in it. So I'd like to highlight a few of those. First of all, you guys just heard them, the band. Thank you so much for supporting us. What you guys might not know is at a normal school, a band plays at the home games and they have some weeks off. The Zeeland band is tasked with playing every single week because they play for East and West. It's a huge commitment. You guys saw the quality they put out and the atmosphere they bring to the game. I'd like to thank the band for their part in our run. I'd also like to thank the cheerleaders. I think they're scattered around here. It's a long season, and right during the run, their season transitions to competitive, which means they're kind of doing double duty, but they show up every week. They bring energy. They've connected with the swamp, some of the cheers that gets our community going. I'd like to thank the cheerleaders for the atmosphere they bring to games. I'd also like to highlight the student body and specifically the swamp and any of you who have come to be at games. It is electric. You have made our game days an experience. It is felt on the field. Your voices are heard. Your presence is felt. And we're grateful for the way you support our teams, and not just our football teams, but all of our athletic teams. Thanks to the swamp. Next, our players. You guys are more than champions. You are also role models. I saw the way that the Roosevelt kids looked at you as you were walking through, the Creekside kids as they look on, as you inspired them and talked to them about being champions in life and on the field and what that means. You've showed us what the power of teamwork and determination, grit, can do to a team and a community, and thank you for representing us so well this season. Thanks, players. Lastly, to our coaches, led by Coach Silito, your leadership, your vision for this team really sets the tone for the team, sets the tone for our athletic department. You've taught the players how to win with humility in class, and your guidance has shaped these young men to be champions in football and also in life. Thanks to our coaching staff. And before I turn the microphone over to Coach Silito, I'd ask you to join me in one last round of applause for the Division III state champion, Zeeland West Ducks.
Okay. I do want to recognize a variety of people, but I want to start with this. I think that one of the coolest things about the opportunity to go down to Ford Field and play is to see our community come out in the way that it does. You know, we look back into the stands and we see a sea of green. And when something happens in the game, we hear the cheers coming down onto that field, and it means a lot to these guys. It means a lot to us as coaches. Right now, I'd like anybody who was down there on Saturday, I'd love to have you stand up right now. Give yourselves a round of applause, too. And I would say this, if you were in those stands, I would recommend that you either download or get a copy of the TV version of the game, because you guys get a lot of airtime too, and it actually is for me over the years, and you know, this is our 5th time down there, but one of the coolest things about watching those games is to see our students and how they're responding, and it's a lot of fun. And again, one of the neat things about that kind of a run is how it brings people together, and you know, I feel like it did that. You know, I made the comment that the first few times we came, we did not have a very deep alumni of Zeeland West, and now it's 9 years later, and my wife commented that she saw a lot of young couples with kids and so on, and they, you know, those are our graduates and people who have been through Zeeland West, and so really proud of that, and really proud of you guys and what you do. I want to recognize our coaching staff. I got Coach Vandegooch, Coach Slodak, Coach Bullhouse, Coach Vredevogt, and yes, Coach Hoagland over there. You know, he's hiding out in the corner. Also Coach Vredeveld, Coach Lambert, Coach Van Dort. I know I'm going to miss some people, but everybody, you know, it was, in my mind, a little bit of a master class. I honestly think amongst this staff, this is the best job that this staff has ever done. It certainly has become the most work over the, you know, year to year. It gets more and more, but really appreciate. We commented to these guys during the last week that, and an appreciation of them. What happens when you get into a playoff run like this is everybody involved puts their lives aside. You know, there is not much else going on. You know, a lot of these guys went to basketball practice on Monday or Tuesday. I watched Keaton, who scored 6 touchdowns on Saturday, shoot 3 air balls on Tuesday. Okay. I don't know that puts a smile on Coach Klein's face at this point in time, but you know, it is how it goes, right? These guys, they put their lives aside. They worked and they worked and they worked. And I do think this. One of the things I'm proudest of is when you watch post-game and you watch how our kids responded to winning it, when you watch some of the post-game interviews and some of the things in the press conference and so on, and how these guys conduct themselves with humility, with class, you know, that's more important than winning the state championship. And hopefully it's lessons that these guys will take through life, but I think they also teach lessons to everybody. So we are super proud of them. We are super proud of our student body and how you guys came out, and really the whole community, very appreciative. And again, you know, I've said it several times, this is one the shine won't come off for a long time. It was really a special run. I do think, and I'll finish with this, I think these guys beat the 2 best teams we've ever beaten in a playoff run in the last 2 weeks. I really do. And that is a tremendous accomplishment. You know, people ask me to compare teams or compare runs, and I'm not going to compare teams that we've had, but in terms of who we beat and what we had to do to get that state championship, these guys are up on top. So just a tremendous amount of work, effort, et cetera, et cetera. Proud of everybody. Thank you to the community, and again, it was a lot of fun.
All right, you're probably wondering who this random guy is in front of you, and that's okay. I'm Matt Stoles. I'm the interim superintendent right now, and you can imagine going into a new job is sometimes a little uncomfortable. Sometimes being asked the morning of to speak is a little uncomfortable. And having said that, I want to focus on the athletes in front of me, and then afterwards I'll talk to everybody, and this is going to be brief, I promise. But each of you just had a major accomplishment, something that you're going to remember for the rest of your life. But unfortunately, it wasn't that event that shaped who you are today or who you're going to be in the future. It's those long practices, those injuries, those early practices, your coach yelling at you, your coach high-fiving you, your teammates lifting you up. Those are the things that you're going to remember and that shaped who you are today. And so then I'm going to shift to everybody here. Each of you, I would strongly encourage you to get involved in some way in something that makes you uncomfortable, whether it's a club, whether it's a sport, whether it's an AP class, or whether it's robotics, dance, performing arts. Get into something that pushes you, that challenges you, and makes you uncomfortable. It's those uncomfortable moments that make you who you are, make you better, and make all of us collectively better. I want to end with, this is a major accomplishment. Maddie, football team, and all of our other champions amongst us. This is amazing. This represents Zeeland well, and I just appreciate all of your work ethic. It was amazing seeing all of your coaches. There's so much integrity amongst this team. John and I don't know each other, but I feel like I know who he is as a person because of how he coached and how he represented. And I think all of you should be so blessed to be a part of this. And thanks for everybody. And Mr. Spayman and I are going to hand out an award, I think, right now as well.
And although we may have only asked Superintendent Stoles to speak this morning, he's had that speech in waiting for years. So he did not say no. He was jacked. He's like, absolutely, I'll be right there. So he was really excited about that. But two other ways to really get involved start tonight. We have a girls' home basketball game at 6 o'clock tonight, right, ladies? Where'd they go? There they are. They're all over there. That starts at 6 o'clock versus West Ottawa. And all weekend, we have a holiday dance concert with dancers all the way from 6th grade through 12th grade. Did I get that right, too? There we go. See? So you can attend those. I'm sure Mr. Van Sos is going to push out points for those for the West Way. But just keep getting involved, and those are two opportunities you have in front of you today. But for the winners, where'd my sheet go?
Uh-oh.
Who stole my sheet? Might have been Mr. Banstrom.
Awkward silence.
All right. Sorry about that. Dramatic. That was our dramatic pause. So the winners for the month of November will be the $25 Ducks Pond gift card would be Aiden Sisson. Aiden.
Here?
I see you up there. You want? All right. I'll meet you halfway. Actually, Superintendent Stoles will bring it to you. All right, next for the Bose Bluetooth speaker, I believe they're sitting in the band, Chloe Miller. Congratulations, Chloe. And just a reminder, the way you win these is you get involved in things. You show up to events, you be involved in clubs, activities, athletics, performing arts. That's how you get your name in the drawing. The next one, a $50 Visa gift card would be to Ellery Kuhlman. we have a $100 Visa gift card for Nate Montgomery. Congratulations, Nate. I'm also wondering why Big Mac got to hold the trophy. Lastly, for the 32-inch smart TV, I'm going to look in the football stands here. Hoping he's here. I don't see him. Oh, I do see him now. Tyler Bauman. And as we close, I just want to reiterate what Superintendent Stoll says. We couldn't be more proud of the groups and the individuals that sit in front of us. Just great accomplishments all around, but it can't happen without the support of the community and the student body and all you guys. So thank you for everything. Have a wonderful day. Enjoy your weekend. Go to the basketball games. Go to the dance concerts. Go Ducks.